I'm Steve Johnson, News Director for theDove TV. Check out our other videos and visit our website at thedove.us. Thanks. Good evening, I'm Steve Johnson. You can get our iPhone, iPad, and Android app, and then you can watch the Dove News on demand on your mobile app and on the Dove Roku channel as well. Well, from the Dove Newsroom at this hour, Washington Governor Jay Inslee says state authorities will examine whether risk assessment for landslides is adequate. This is following Saturday's deadly slide in the town of Oso. Questions have been raised after it was learned there were reports years ago warning of the potential for catastrophic landslides in the area. The search for victims in its sixth day at the site, where hope of finding survivors has been replaced with the realization that some families might not even have someone to bury. Search crews have located 25 bodies in the debris field, but have only managed to recover 16 of them. The House and Senate have passed bills to help Ukraine and impose sanctions against Russia. The Senate approved the legislation by voice vote, while the House was passing a different version, 399-19. Each bill would provide $1 billion in loan guarantees to cash-strapped Ukraine and sanction Russia for its annexation of Crimea. A new report shows 23% of Oregon children live in poverty. The 2014 progress report from Children First for Oregon says it's actually a slight improvement from last year, but Oregon is still higher than the national average. It's a demand being seen by food agencies like Access, where 35% of those needing assistance are children. One way that they're able to offset the demand is through their garden program in Southern Oregon. Access Director Jackie Shadd says it's helped to meet an increasing demand for food.
We distributed 60,000 pounds. We have 5 food share gardens, and then we also do work at the Hamley Farm with a garden there. And we got basically 30 tons of fresh produce out to food pantries last summer, and we're hoping to increase that this summer.
For those needing assistance, the Children First for Oregon report set the poverty level at just over $23,000 a year for a family of 4. A state economist says Oregon is still a year away from recovering the jobs lost in the Great Recession. John Lehner with the Oregon Office of Economic Analysis says that the state lost more than 8% of its jobs in the recent recession that began in 2007. In the recovery, Oregon has regained about 70% of the lost jobs. Oregon lost a larger percentage of its jobs than the U.S. average, and that the rest of the country has nearly made up the lost employment. Well, let's take a look now at what we can expect on the weather scene, brought to you by Grange Co-op. For Northern California, a good chance of rain continuing tonight with a low of 39. Rain continuing tomorrow and Saturday. A high tomorrow expected of 55, 53 expected on Saturday. Moving up the Oregon coast, rain expected all night tonight with a low of 50. Extending into tomorrow, the high of 57, and about a 60% chance on Saturday with a high of 56. As we move inland to the Bend area, good chance for rain tonight as well, a low of 36. Rain continuing tomorrow and Saturday with a high of 53 tomorrow, only 52 on Saturday. And for Southern Oregon in the Medford, Ashland, and Grants Pass area, about a 60% chance of rain tonight. Rain continuing tomorrow and Saturday with a high both Friday and Saturday of 59. Lows in the mid-40s. And that's a look at news and weather. You're up to date with the latest right here on the Dove.